Chapter 7. Hunted. Thursday,
Following
September
the terrorist
28th.
attack on Propast, where 8 I officers and 5 civilians were killed by Marxist Party members, the Syndicate has promised to maintain heightened security across Europolis until after the upcoming elections. The Propast district remains under full I lockdown and 24-hour curfew. We're now joined by Marek Farah in Propast. And Marek, how are regular people in Propast handling this very difficult situation?
Well, Rika, as you can see, the streets here are deserted, almost 2 months after the August attack on the I headquarters in Propast. There's security everywhere, and everyone who goes outside is subject to random searches and arrests. There is a 24-hour curfew in effect, but people are allowed to traverse the district as long as they carry the appropriate paperwork and submit to any searches and questions.
What about essentials like food and water, Marek? Are any stores or restaurants still open?
I think
Everything
this
is closed, Rika,
smells
but
good.
rations are distributed to residents of Propast on a regular basis. Medical personnel are on constant standby. No one here is in any immediate danger of starvation.
Has there been any indication of how long this lockdown will continue?
The Syndicate is
It's
not
standing
saying,
up,
Rika, but
like an animal.
spokespeople have hinted
It
that
hasn't come to
Propast
that
will remain under
yet.
Syndicate guardianship until after the election in...
We appear to have lost our connection to Marek Farah in Propast. We will attempt to re-establish the connection. In the meantime, when we come back, we talk to someone very close to Marxist leader and terrorist mastermind Marta Rebus about her dark and violent...
Shit. Power's out, again. I'm sure they're doing this just to screw with us. I'll have to check the emergency fuel cell in the kitchen cabinet. It should have kicked in by now.
Okay, wait, journal update. September 28th, this year just keeps on giving. I'm going to call this the giving year. We began with the coma, the second act climaxed with my friend turning suicide bomber and me back in hospital. Hello, fancy skin grafts, goodbye, awesome ponytail. I just cannot wait to see what the third act of 2220 brings. Great wealth, awesome sex, and many, many free drinks, I imagine. Yeah, it's been a long summer. Now I'm stuck in my apartment with restricted wire access, shitty food rations, and no way out of Propast. Not only that, but I'm out of a job. Mira let me go, via a recorded message. Classy. But I'm not upset. Propast under total lockdown, so there's no business. She couldn't afford to keep me on. She could still have told me in person, though, but meh. I'm actually surprised I haven't succumbed to a deep and abiding depression. Maybe they've put something in these food rations. If so, thanks you, our magnificent corporate overlords. Speaking of my mental health, I haven't been able to get in touch with Roman. They told me he stopped by the hospital to check up on me, but I was covered in grass and probably looked like shit. Guess he left Propast. Must be the hair. The hair works magic on everyone. At least I still have Reza, even though he's not around. That's the one positive thing in my life right now, right? Yeah, it's good. It's been rough, but we'll make it. Love conquers all, etc. Puke. So what else? I'm forcing myself to record all this down because if I don't and someone finds my decomposing corpse in this depressing apartment, most likely cause of death choking on a half-baked rationed synth chocolate cookie, they will never know the true me. Note to whoever finds my body, delete this journal stat. Anyway, joking aside, did I kill Baruti? I mean, I didn't actually put a bullet in Baruti's head, but if I hadn't given him the data, what would have happened? Would he be alive? Would the data be out there? Would the world know the truth? I have the data now. Baruti left it for me and I picked it up after leaving the hospital. I can't send it to Sully because the wire's down, but at least I have it now. I have it. Now I just need to figure out the next step. I'm sorry, Baruti. I'm sorry for failing you, and I'll do everything I can to bring those responsible for your death to justice. So, dear reader and finder of my decomposing body, it's been a shitty few months. I eat terrible food. I watch way too many reality shows. I sleep like 15 hours a day, and I have no interaction with anyone. I might as well be dead. On the positive side, I'm getting a lot of reading done. It's interesting. And then, okay. So that was there. So she said, maybe that's sofa. Where did she say it was again? Oh, is it here? I thought she said the kitchen. Maybe I go to the place that only has lights. Do you have a flashlight? No, you do have a data chip though. How have you not hidden it? You just want to make sure to don't trust anyone else. Well, of course, now I think about Reza lives in this apartment also. Okay, here we go. I don't know why I couldn't interact with it before.
It's my emergency fuel cell. I can jiggle it a bit. That sometimes works. Nope, that did not work. I guess I need a new one. And I know just the person.
Get a new fuel cell from Mira at the Pandemonium. Okay, so we're leaving the apartment. Okay, I'm sorry. Do we really want this on us? Okay, that's not... Can we, like... Is there a safe place to put this?
Baruti left this for me. I picked it up after I left the hospital. It's got everything on Ominska, Wolf, and Waticorp. All the evidence we need to expose their corruption.
Wow, this literally leaves it to no candidate is... Yeah, I guess we just... Despite the fact that the news just said that people are subjected to random searches, we're going to be carrying a data chip on our person. Yeah, okay. I guess we're carrying the data chip on our person. I think this is a really bad idea. But on the other hand, where could you possibly hide it in your apartment?
Zoe Maya Castillo, your district is subject to syndicate-mandated martial law. Please submit an approved destination or return to your home. Thank you. The Pandemonium is your only approved destination. I will accompany you.
Please, don't talk.
How did we say? Is this basically telling us how to make our way? Is that the heat from the... Or is that graphical?
Authorized to use deadly force against any perceived threats. If I perceive you to be a threat, I shoot you.
Okay, buddy, I'm just walking by. I don't know what I did to make you feel threatened, but I am just walking by. So I mean, it doesn't really look like Ominska's going to need, because I mean the whole deal with that was.
Stay close to your escort and don't deviate from your path. We're not fucking around anymore. We shoot to kill.
Because I mean the whole point with the Ominska thing
No customers, no permits.
was to kind of keep people in their homes and everything like that, but then. So did they have their hands on the pulse of the Marxist party as well? Because Nella... that just ends up making Nella a pawn. Well, she was a pawn when whatever the terrorist attack either way, but... I'm just wondering, was it the Marxists was it actually the Marxists that was pulling the strings? Or was it some sort of conspiracy? We will see. Everyone's here. Can I talk to you from here? Nope.
I don't miss working for Mira, but that's all. I don't miss it. But I will miss her when she leaves. She's added spice to my humdrum life.
Look what the bot dragged in. Maybe it's something I ate, but I actually feel relieved to see you, Petal. Are you alright?
I'm really not. You?
You know, it is not exactly vivacious company. It's been quiet around here since we closed shop. I apologize for firing you with a pre-recorded message, by the way. Company policy.
Oh, don't worry about it. You said you closed shop.
There's no business. We don't even have wire access. It's like being on a really shitty desert island without sun, sand or coconuts, or wire access. We're actually thinking about heading back to Mumbai. Well, I'm thinking about it. It will tag along wherever the road takes us. Anyway, you're here for your dreamer.
What?
I fixed it. You had your dream machine delivered to me because it was broken about a month ago. Does any of this ring a bell? Your friend, that German suit, said you'd come by to pick it up. He looked like a Jaeger. I thought he was here to blow my brains out, but he was very personable.
What was wrong with it?
An early batch, bad soldering. I fixed several like it in the past. FYI, it's an off-the-shelf model that pings WATI servers with a device ID and your biometric data as soon as you connect. That won't be a problem unless they've put an alert out on you or that particular device. But I went ahead and blocked it anyway. Still, it is a licensed product. There may be other security measures. I cannot be 100% sure that it won't alert WATI. There are unlicensed dreamers out there without any security chips, but Mr. London has that market locked up here in Propast. Given the trigger-happy toy soldiers out there, I wouldn't know how to get hold of one.
I'll be fine with this one.
As long as you know the risks. If you weren't here for that, then why the house call?
Oh, fuel cell. The power went out and I don't have a working backup.
That's not very smart, Kutia. Lucky for you, I'm up to my neck in fuel cells. Anything particular you're in the market for?
The cheapest you have.
Grab one from that box over there. They're refurbished cells, but they'll keep your apartment going for a few weeks at least. Bring it back before it goes dead. I'll refill it for you.
That one there? Here, okay. Okay.
So how much do I owe you?
Consider it your severance package. If we're ever back in business, there will be a job for you. You're not too bad, Kurtia, despite appearances.
Yeah, thanks.
I guess.
Wait, what happened to that data I decrypted for you? Who did you end up giving it to?
I gave it to Baruti, but he...
Dead? Murdered, right?
Probably.
That's a damn shame. And the data? Let me guess. Gone forever.
I have a copy. Baruti was smart. He left me a message, told me where to find it, but I don't know what to do with it. The wire's been shut down. I have no way of publishing it or sending it to Sully.
I'll help you. Soon as we get a connection to the wire, I'll help you get the data out there.
I thought you said you didn't want to get involved.
That was before this place was shut down. I have no future here, so why not burn some bridges? I enjoy burning bridges.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, well.
You have expended your daily timeout. I will now accompany you back to your registered domicile.
Don't bother, I know the way.
Every step you take, I'll be watching you, as mandated by martial law.
How about every breath I give up?
Okay. So we have ourselves. Oh shoot! Like the dream. I find it kind of interesting that she never pings about the dreamer. That chick is there. How's Queenie doing?
If she's here, Queenie must
Miss
still be
Castillo?
around.
Queenie is requesting your
I haven't
immediate
seen her in
audience.
ages. Sure, but what about my escort?
You have arrived at your approved location. Have a nice day.
You can come on board now.
Impressive.
We do our best.
I'm glad you're back on your feet, Zoe. I was hoping to see you again before I left.
You're leaving?
I'm very sorry about your friend, Baruti Mafani. They say it was suicide.
It wasn't.
I didn't think so. From what you told me, powerful people are trying to hide their tracks.
They are. But they've failed. There's evidence. I gave it to Baruti, and that's why they took the data. But he wasn't stupid. He left a copy.
There's still a chance to make things right then. This is why I wanted to speak with you. You knew the woman who set off the bomb.
Nella.
You were there.
I couldn't stop her. I didn't even try. I turned and ran. I don't believe she planned to kill anyone. She wasn't... Nayla was a good person. She cared about people. She gave me something to keep safe, but I lost it in the explosion. Maybe it could have explained why.
Our lives are shaped by events beyond our control. The choices we make can point us down one road or the other. But where that road ultimately leads... Your friend's death was not of her own making. The device she used was rigged. It was meant to disrupt the eye, not to kill anyone.
An EMP. How do you know this?
Nayla needed someone to help her assemble the device. Hannah came to me after the bombing. She was distraught. Of course, she had no idea what they were doing. But she is the link. She may be able to connect the bomb to the Syndicate.
The Syndicate is behind the attack on their own people.
Everyone is expendable. It all leads back to Waticorp, Zoe. They are consolidating their power and ridding themselves of loose threads. I'm leaving. This city is infected, rotting from the inside. You need to leave too, but first, there's something you must do. Your memories...
They're coming back. I know what I need to do. The dream machine.
Be very careful. Powerful forces are converging here and elsewhere.
How do you...
I've been around a long time. You learn to read the signs. You're fading, Zoe.
Fading?
Like a page that's been left out in the sun too long. Do what needs to be done. Do not hesitate any longer. I've given you time to regain your resolve, but we're almost out of it now. If we both make it through the storm ahead, I'll find you again.
I hope so.
I will. Now go home and do what needs to be done. Wake up.
It's interesting. So
You can come out now.
How long have you known I was here?
Do not mistake me for an old woman, Hannah.
You told her about...
There's no more time for secrets. Watticorp must be brought down. What you know will make a difference.
But I don't have any actual proof they were involved. I only made deliveries.
You know enough. Find the evidence. Work together with Zoe.
How do you know we can trust her?
She's like you. Someone who shapes dreams.
I know. I mean, I guessed when we met. But how is that even possible? I thought I was the only one.
Why do you think you were drawn together? Coincidence is a powerful force. Zoe needs your help. A terrible shadow has fallen over her.
How do you know this?
I don't. I'm not a fortune teller, and the future is never crystal clear. It branches and divides, indefinitely and infinitely, but there are patterns and signs, if you know where to look.
Do you have to leave?
They know I'm here now. Watticorp has been looking for me a long time. I'm a loose thread. I promise I'll find you again, Hannah. Your journey is just beginning. There are wonderful things in store for you. But for now, your job is to help Zoe finish her journey. Without that, without her, there will be no more stories. Afterwards, if the universe is still here, we can talk about the next chapter.
Okay, I'm actually going to have to end the set here, but a lot of interesting things happen. Two people, basically two people have directed Zoe to be using the Dream Machine. One, the man in the suit, who I believe would be the man who was talking with the doctor. Whether he is a bad guy or a good guy remains to be unseen. And then Queenie, who has now left the city and who is also a wanted person by Watticorp. But either way, we'll see more what happens. We'll put in this fuel cell, we'll use the Dream Machine, I guess, and we're going to see what happens in the next set. So, thank you for liking if you like, thank you for commenting if you commented, thank you for subscribing if you subscribed, thank you for favoriting if you favorited, and thank you for simply clicking on this video. And until next time, guys, see ya!